Hello, and welcome back to Vintage Homey. Are you ready to infuse your home with the timeless elegance and effortless charm of a French cottage? Today, we're taking a delightful stroll through the art of creating that coveted fall into French charm aesthetic, especially for our discerning vintage seniors who appreciate style that feels both curated and lived in. We've distilled the essence of French cottage living into 12 easy steps, focusing on warmth, nostalgia, and a touch of rustic sophistication. Forget overly complicated decor rules. We'll show you how to layer textures, embrace a soft color palette, and find joy in unique, vintage finds. Get ready to transform your space into a serene, beautiful haven that feels as if it's been lovingly gathered over a lifetime. Let's get started on bringing that beautiful French countryside right to your doorstep. The heart of French cottage charm often lies in its beautiful, imperfect textures. Embrace the warmth and character of distressed wood. Think about a rustic dining table with a patina built over years of family gatherings or a weathered armoire that tells a story. This isn't about perfectly polished furniture, it's about pieces that show their age with grace. The natural imperfections, faded paint, gentle nicks, and a soft, worn finish add a layer of authenticity and history to your space. This look feels approachable and comforting, inviting you to relax and truly live in your home. The tactile sensation of running your hand over a smooth, aged wood surface brings a sense of peace and connection to the past. It's a key element in creating that effortless, cozy atmosphere. In a French cottage, every object seems to have a soul. The charm is in the curated collection of found objects, each with its own story. Look for items like old wicker baskets, vintage porcelain dishes, tarnished silver trays, or a collection of antique glass bottles catching the sunlight. These aren't just decorations, they're memories and treasures. Place a collection of old books with worn spines on a shelf or arrange a simple bouquet of wildflowers in a rustic jug. The beauty is in the imperfection and the feeling that these items have been discovered and cherished. This approach to decorating adds depth and a personal touch, making your home feel uniquely yours and full of character. Nothing says French cottage quite like the gentle touch of natural textiles. Layer your home with the ethereal beauty of linen and lace. Imagine sheer lace curtains allowing soft light to filter into a room, or a crumpled linen tablecloth creating an inviting, relaxed dining setting. Linen bedding in muted tones, like soft whites, beiges, or lavenders, creates a serene and luxurious bedroom that feels both simple and sophisticated. A delicate lace trim on a pillowcase or a crocheted throw draped over a chair adds a feminine, vintage touch without feeling overly fussy. These textures not only look beautiful but also feel wonderful to the touch, contributing to a sense of comfort and understated elegance. Color is a powerful tool in creating a tranquil, French-inspired space. Move away from stark, bright colors and embrace a palette of muted pastels and earthy tones. Think soft grays, gentle creams, faded blues, and dusty pinks. These colors evoke a sense of calm and nostalgia, reminiscent of a well-loved watercolor painting. Use these shades on your walls, in your textiles, and through your decorative accents. A pale blue cabinet or a soft green armchair can become a focal point without being overwhelming. The key is to keep the palette cohesive and gentle, creating a harmonious backdrop that allows your vintage finds and distressed wood pieces to truly shine. Introduce a touch of timeless romance with the use of gilded frames and mirrors. A beautiful, ornate mirror with a tarnished gold frame hung in a hallway or above a mantelpiece can instantly add a layer of sophistication and light. The slight wear on the gold leaf adds to the vintage charm, making it feel like a treasured heirloom. Surround your favorite art prints or old family photos with smaller, mismatched gilded frames to create an eye-catching gallery wall. The combination of the reflective quality of mirrors and the warm glow of gold creates a luminous and elegant atmosphere, elevating the rustic elements and adding a hint of classic French glamour to your space. Bring the fragrant beauty of a French garden indoors with potted herbs and simple floral arrangements. Place pots of rosemary, lavender, or thyme on a kitchen windowsill, not only for their delightful aroma and culinary use but also for their rustic, natural aesthetic. A simple, casual arrangement of fresh-cut flowers, perhaps some hydrangeas or wildflowers, in a vintage pitcher or an old glass jar adds a touch of life and color to any room. This isn't about elaborate bouquets, it's about celebrating the simple, unpretentious beauty of nature. The presence of living greenery and flowers makes a home feel fresh, vibrant, and connected to the outdoors, embodying the true spirit of a cottage lifestyle. Embrace the practicality and aesthetic appeal of open shelving. Instead of hiding your dishes and servingware behind closed cabinet doors, display them with pride. In the kitchen, a simple set of wooden shelves can hold your collection of mismatched ceramic plates, teacups, and glass jars. In a living room, open shelves can showcase your favorite books and decorative objects. The key is to arrange items thoughtfully, creating a display that is both functional and beautiful. This approach feels less formal and more inviting, making a space feel lived in and accessible. It's a wonderful way to personalize a room and celebrate the everyday items that bring you joy. Introduce a sense of comfort and texture with woven elements. Think about a chunky knit blanket draped over the back of a sofa, a rustic jute rug anchoring a seating area, or a collection of woven wicker baskets for storage. These natural materials, like wool, jute, and wicker, add a tactile dimension and a sense of coziness. The imperfect, handmade quality of these items contributes to the authentic cottage feel. A woven lampshade can cast a soft, dappled light, creating a warm ambience. By layering different woven textures, you can add visual interest and a feeling of grounded warmth that makes a room feel more inviting and relaxed, perfect for curling up with a good book. Incorporate the timeless strength and elegance of cast iron and other metal accents. A cast iron bed frame with an intricate design can be the stunning centerpiece of a bedroom, while a wrought iron candelabra on a mantelpiece adds a touch of old-world romance. Look for simple, functional pieces like a set of cast iron drawer pulls or a vintage metal watering can. The dark, sturdy nature of these materials provides a beautiful contrast to the soft linens and muted color palette. The slight rust or wear on these pieces only adds to their character, giving them a sense of history and permanence that is essential to the French cottage aesthetic. Forget perfectly coordinated furniture sets. The true charm of a French cottage lies in the beautifully mismatched and collected look. In your dining area, mix and match different styles of chairs, perhaps a simple wooden chair next to an old painted one, or a wicker armchair paired with a classic bentwood style. The key is to find a common thread, perhaps a similar color or wood tone, to tie them together. This approach feels informal and welcoming, as if each piece has been found and cherished over time. It creates a dynamic and interesting space that is full of personality and feels truly unique. Elevate your space by layering with vintage textiles and tapestries. A beautifully faded tapestry hung on a wall can serve as a stunning focal point, adding a sense of history and artistry. Drape an old quilt or a vintage throw over the end of a bed or a chair. The patterns and colors of these pieces often tell a story and add a rich layer of texture and warmth. Look for hand-embroidered pillows or a simple, patterned rug to define a space. These textiles, with their soft, worn-in feel, create a sense of comfort and heritage that is central to the French cottage aesthetic, making your home feel both cozy and beautifully curated. Bring a unique, historic element to your home by incorporating architectural salvage. This could be a beautiful old door used as a headboard, a vintage window frame hung as wall art, or a collection of salvaged corbels used as decorative shelf brackets. These pieces have a story to tell and instantly add character and a sense of permanence to a room. The chipped paint, distressed wood, and unique details of these items are what make them so special. They connect your home to a past era and give it a feeling of depth and authenticity that is impossible to replicate with new decor. It's about finding beauty in the discarded and giving it a new life.